just wanted to ride the wave as long as you could. It was fun kind of having that chance with playing with Paul, because I watched his round earlier this week where he shot 18, and so it was neat to be able to play with him and have my best round out here. Once you finish the front nine, you get a lot of pars, and the goal on the back nine is just to not bogey. And I think that's kind of everybody's play out here. So you can take, a couple birdies on the back, but they're hard to get. I really wanted to finish just because it's going to be cold in the morning, it might rain, and I didn't want to get up and play, one hole that we had left. So glad we were able to finish it. Look forward to sleeping in tomorrow.
Hello and welcome to round 2 front nine coverage on JomezPro of the 2024 Discraft Great Lakes Open. I'm Jeremy Koling, joined by Zach Melton. Together we are BigRed commentary, not Big Melt. Sorry folks, it's not happening. But we are excited to bring you exciting coverage of the second round here.
Yeah.
Wise words there from Zach Melton. All right, first off, folks, we want to say that the Power Disc Golf Academy would like to give a shout out to Jason Cleanse, who powered up his game. He joined the Power Disc Golf Academy 1 year ago. He improved his max distance by 100 feet using Holland Hanley's lessons and drills. He shot a personal best 900 rated round and improved his putting using Yuli's spin putt lessons. So congrats, Jason. Keep up the good work. Improve your game today. Scan the QR code and use the promo code DGPT for an exclusive discount on that. So Yuli's doing good stuff there. Check that out if you want to improve your game. Also, if you want to improve your game, watch JomezPro, because these guys are going to show you how to do it. What do we got here, Zach?
First up, Mr. Two-time Isaac Robinson. Probably looking to come out hot on the front nine again, just like yesterday.
Got it. Calvin Lonnquist. He has been a regular on Jomez this year, really breaking out this season. Ton of power, forehand and backhand. Man, he has got a lot of promise to his game, young player. Calvin Heimburg, your buddy.
He's okay.
Yeah, he is.
He's decent. He
is a decent player.
Yeah. At pretty much everything.
Is he good at chess?
Yes.
Simon Lizotte's also one of those guys who's annoyingly gifted at everything he does.
The OG.
I mean, the guy is good at everything he does.
Actually, he can't throw a baseball.
Okay.
I've seen it. It's bad.
I would imagine his jump shot's weak too. Hole 1, par 3, 516 feet. It's just a really great hole. And the way that it's improved, they've added this camera that you get to watch your shot all the way down to the ground, kind of like the European Open has done in the past, even though that's 200 feet shorter than this hole. But it's a really fun hole. It's a great way to start the round. It's a little bit windier today though, Zach. A little bit cooler as well.
A little colder, a lot windier, and the wind is also in a different direction, which I think will make the course play a lot more difficult.
Reigning and two-time back-to-back defending world champion, and he is your leader at 10 under par from Lawrenceville, Georgia, Isaac Robinson.
Isaac going for the turnover. This is a little heavy on the turn. That wind is smacking it down. It's going to come up over 100 feet short.
Yeah, I feel like round 1 there was, if anything, maybe a slight tailwind, which definitely helped hole 1. Today, complete opposite, and it made it. I don't know what the stats say, but I would imagine a lot more difficult.
Calvin going forehand. It is nearly 0.2. Oh my gosh, this thing
that is crushed.
Absolutely annihilated. Obi Long.
Obi Long.
Wow.
I was about to say big power guy, but legit. He's like, I don't know.
Wow.
I feel like that was out of bounds early. Like that was wide. It was crushed.
Yeah.
That was wide.
Well, the C2 markers are actually like the OB line is past the C2 markers. So that forehand traveled over 570 feet.
I mean, it is downhill.
It is downhill, but that is mashed.
It's crazy.
This is a better line for Calvin. This is a pretty good looking shot. Probably going to be a little bit, near the edge of the circle and rolling back.
Ooh, bad rollout.
Yeah, tough break. But yeah, 0.2 more difficult today than round one.
Okay, so
From Shrewsbury, Massachusetts, Simon Lizotte.
It's fairly significant. That's going to be short.
yeah, in play.
In play and short.
Yeah, I would say after Cal's forehand, everybody's just like, you know what, inbounds is great.
Mm-hmm. And you're right that they did say they crossed pretty early. At good approach.
Yeah,
Drives that into the ground low, allows the disc to skip up a bit. And Isaac will be close as well.
didn't even try to make it. Unbelievable.
This guy usually tries to make it. That was weird.
Did you see his face? He laughed at himself before anyone else could react. Oh, he's so funny.
Calvin, an opportunity to gain one on the card, and that comes up low and very slow but short roll.
40-footer that probably putted like 50 uphill and elevated.
And it really shows how much that backwards roll at the end affected Calvin. Oh,
Oh, no.
Calvin picks up Calvin's putter.
Oh, no. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, man, that face. That will be clipped. That's, oh, my gosh. That's going to be.
What you got to do right now, Calvin, is not go give it to Calvin. Just put it back on the ground.
Just put it down, dude. You can't give him the putter. You can't.
I mean, to be fair, he picked up a disc that has Calvin on it. So, I mean,
to be crazy, I almost said, you've got to think Cal's got to be feeling some nerves, right? A little bit, right? You're playing with Simon, two-time reigning, Vinny reigning champ.
yeah.
Or Simon's reigning champ. But yeah, I mean, I guess he was he?
Well, you got the last two D-Glow champions.
Yeah.
And you got the last two world champions on your card.
Yeah. And it just rattled him.
And Calvin,
Thankfully, he was able to come through.
he's unflappable.
Yeah.
This man cannot be flapped, not even by a brisk wind that we've got today.
But the look he gave Cal. Oh, my
That
gosh.
moment where everyone just stood there silent. Wow.
That'll be on the internet forever.
That was unscripted comedy, and I'm here for it.
I'm so happy that happened. You ever feel like you're just in the right place at the right time?
Right then, I did.
Just right here.
And you can see the foliage is moving.
Yeah.
It is moving today. And that is going to be a painful double bogey for Calvin to start off. Pars for the rest. Only 9 birdies today on this hole. Whereas there were 27 in round 1. Checking in here with Gannon Burr on 3. After a birdie start, he was one of those 9 birdies. Approach to the edge of the circle and
Cash. He's kind of good as well. Dream start in the wind today. That's crazy.
let's follow Gannon over to hole 4. Heiser play gets left. That's fine.
He hated it.
That is a high approach on this hole and just somehow gets at least to there.
Yeah.
Honestly, that could have come up a lot shorter.
Yeah, it wasn't an unfriendly kick.
Heat check right here for Gannon.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From way downtown.
NBA Jam, that putter's just lit up.
And his head's super big, just like the NBA Jam. So we're going to follow him again.
Yeah. God, his head's going to get really big. Like, sees all this coverage he's getting.
And that's the tree you want to hit. The first tree is the one that most people hit when they throw a good shot. The second tree is the one you hit if you've thrown a really good shot. Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
And actually fortunate to stay in bounds. There's out of bounds behind the pin.
Great comebacker. That was probably harder than the first one.
That's what 300 putts a day looks like right there, folks. If you want to get good at putting, just become obsessed with practicing. Obsessed.
I totally thought that was going to go in. So I'm ready to give a turkey.
Oh, for sure.
Just 3 in a row.
Still a fantastic start.
Yeah.
Right now, Gannon is tied with Isaac at the top. We are in B placement today, but first let's talk about our Patreon winner, Adam Jackman. You're going to get that dumb USA hat that I bought from Flying J, as well as
Nice.
as well as a Z Raptor signed by Sullivan Tipton,
The hat sounds pretty nice.
Luke Taylor, and myself. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I had a
you're
little.
okay.
Yep. Here we go. This is the B placement, so we are going to go to the top of the hill.
You can actually see it.
It's one of the few holes you can actually see on this course. Most of the holes on this entire course are blind.
Little right side, but going to the B position, as long as you don't chuck it into the woods, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Most of these guys are going to be okay, I think. Boom.
And is it going to get to that flat shelf? Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, right there. And I mean, we use the word flat loosely here, but it is flatter.
Flat-ish.
And that will be a much easier approach for Calvin. Probably stand still.
I'm going to say not.
Yeah, maybe like a little shuffle, but
Well, I just know how bad he is at standstills.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
oh, Simon
Ooh, Dad love.
living right there with a little kiss. If you haven't watched Calvin in the past, then you'll enjoy shots like these. It's got a lot of power. This time, released a little low, but that thing was still
Yeah.
moving.
6 feet off the ground, and it still went 400 feet.
A lot of compact power, strong core.
Yeah.
So difficult to get your timing right on this uphill, but man, he's done a good job.
That looks great.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Is that bullseye?
Yeah.
What a shot from there for Calvin.
Nice answer to that dub on hole 1.
We're going to have to go by last names this round.
Yeah.
Unless Ezra was on the card, then we'd have to go by first names and last names. It would be all confusing. Good shot from Isaac. Simon trying to make that work. He's done a great job.
Looked a little awkward. It's like no follow through.
Footing on this hole will always be difficult. Calvin is going to get his normal run up.
Yeah, throwing a putter though, which is slightly annoying. Still good.
That comes up just a bit short, but I think those are all going to be very makeable putts. Isaac up first. And fortunate to just sit down. The basket is right on the edge. I mean, could you imagine a 600-foot rollaway? It could happen on this hole.
Oh no. Simon might have overcompensated for the low miss by Isaac.
And Calvin is in.
You were right, a little short, but kind of good at that putting thing
He
sometimes.
is. As much as we focused on it last year when he was missing a lot of putts low, this year hasn't necessarily been, I don't think, is obvious.
He started a little slow to the season, but since that first...
A little injured when he came into the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
It's still a Calvin season. I think he's still runner-up and player of the year. Even with Anthony Barella having 4 wins, Calvin's still the consistent person we've always known him to be since he's been on tour.
I love this play on hole 6. I've seen it a lot more this year than most years in the past. Mm-hmm. I think guys are just saying, send it.
He's in the ditch. He's going to be throwing uphill. That nearly breaks the hole.
Yeah. That's crazy good.
So watch out, folks. Gannon Burr means business. 5 under through 6 holes. Already at 11 under, and currently, I believe, in first place with that. Isaac staying at 10. There you go. And we've got Ty Love 5 under through 8 holes, off to a hot start.
Let's go, Ty.
Evan Smith 10 under. So we've got a lot of people moving, and it's not even moving day yet.
Playing good in the wind, which is very impressive.
This one is going to be really tricky. I believe there's a headwind on this hole, which makes this landing zone so difficult.
So scary.
They do give you a wider landing zone the farther you go, which is kind of a nice element of the design.
Yeah.
But a 915-foot par 4, don't think anyone's going to be going putter-putter today like we saw yesterday with Barella.
No.
Fairway driver, stable, something flat,
Gonna have
low.
to keep it low, yeah. Low is key. That's not low.
But very understable, and that's going to find OB unless it gets a little fortunate.
Nope.
They never do. This isn't like one of those woods holes where it could hit branches and kick. It's just going to swallow it up.
It just grabs them.
A lot of trust here. Left side. Calvin, that could be a mid-range.
That was so left.
Forgive me if it says up on the top of the screen what Disky threw.
Yeah.
But that was beautiful. Well controlled.
Out of his hand, I thought he was just chucking it like way left.
That's
like,
what you have to do on this hole.
Yeah.
In this wind.
Great trust.
Isaac likes it, tries to do the same thing, and...
Oh, that's so cool.
And there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as it starts to fight, you know it's got the good stuff. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
Decent. He got a head nod out of it. Decent.
And this is that heavy turn.
Oh, no.
Gosh, it's so tough. And it gets so overly exposed. If you miss your line by a little bit, miss the speed by a little bit, or if you just get a bad gust, it looks so much worse.
It looks so bad. You're like, wow, what happened there?
Is he trying to save the 4?
Does he go long again?
This could be in danger of going out of bounds left, and it is going to find its... But that was an absolute rocket from back there. So ambitious.
I think he was further away than he was yesterday. Like,
yeah. Oh, boy. That is double mistake there for Calvin.
yeah. He told me he made a bad decision on hole 3. He didn't want to tell me, but he said it was bad. I would agree.
Just never had a chance, just straight low out of the hand.
Yeah. Maybe he was trying to hit that Discraft sign.
His own little silent protest.
Yeah. Screw the OB on this hole.
Calvin's drive is so good.
Yeah, this is further than it looked, actually. Can he see the basket, though? Or is that a blind approach?
That's
Doesn't
awesome.
matter.
Just
Doesn't matter.
circling the basket.
Bullseye.
So Calvin needs to get up and down to save the double.
Oh, get down. Okay. Solid.
Oh, that would have been one heck of a 5 save. Good effort from Simon, but double coming for him. And Isaac, slow-ish start for Isaac, who started out 10 for 10 yesterday. And that means in the last 12, or actually since hole 11
Yep.
to now, he's even par.
Told you he's washed.
You did say that. You said it multiple times, I believe.
I did. I'm sorry, Isaac.
The current reigning two-time
yeah.
world champion washed.
Just not used to seeing him get 3 pars in a row.
I
It's
know.
sad.
And Calvin has erased the double bogey on hole 1, back-to-back birdies. And Evan Smith onto hole 7. That is exactly what you want your drive to look like. That is gorgeous, right in the middle.
He is so smooth. Forehand, backhand, just smooth.
He just reminds me so much of like the smooth follow through. And it's not the same way it throws, but just when I think of like Kale Visca
Yeah.
and Mason Ford,
Yeah.
Evan Smith comes to mind in that smooth department. He's just, everything he does backhand and sidearm is so well paced.
Yep. Never out of control. Not bad. You
Yeah.
probably wanted a little closer, but pro move right there. Toss the grass.
Yeah,
make
make
sure
it-
everybody knows you didn't make a mistake.
No, it was the
Yeah,
wind. It was
yeah.
tough read.
Pro tip number 1, it's never your fault.
Gannon slides that just inside C1. Pick up the grass. Yeah.
He just stared
He
it
can
down.
learn some things from Evan.
Yeah. Evan, we could learn to do that too.
Another pro move, 2-finger wave to no one clapping. That always looks good.
Yeah. Just get a little salute.
And see, Evan could learn something from Gannon here because that was a good putt.
Yeah. You just look kind of sad going to get that putt.
I know.
He was like, I wanted to throw it closer.
Look at that low release.
And the hyzer, like what, like that's at the out of bounds.
That was
and it
awesome.
still flips up. Good bounce back for Cal.
Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. It's a good. Good thing.
Hole 4, par 4, 580 feet. You've got this big cedar in the middle. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. I don't know trees, but you want to go left of it or right of it, end up under these smaller trees, and then have a pretty manageable approach up to the basket. Probably the easiest hole on the course.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Always is.
This is one you want to get. You definitely don't want to miss it 2 days in a row.
Actually, hole 2.
What?
Things have changed. It's actually the third.
Oh,
Third easiest.
I'm so bad at this.
But it's the 2 B placements. 2 and 11 are they jumped up.
So it's not my fault. Pro tip number 1. Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow, past all the trees.
That was a
Normally
hyzer.
the great drives are just in them. Past them is rare. Great shot, Calvin. Isaac's going for the skinnier route, splitting the trees.
Swing late, just like yesterday. Oh, roll out, of course.
Called that one. My goodness.
Oh,
Perfect
man.
roll. Gives him an opportunity. that went from almost drawing dead on opportunities to get the birdie to
Ooh, miss it.
more than likely. Oh. And that is that's the difference between having a world title and not having a world title.
Yeah, his didn't roll out to the middle.
Yep. It rolled right behind it, actually, dead center.
We would call that unfortunate.
Simon with plenty of width. Does it work back enough?
Oh,
It
yeah.
does.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so 3 players in position and Calvin Heimburg.
Ooh, nice angle.
Wow, dedication there.
Ugh.
Oh boy. Okay. Following up the double bogey with scramble. Can he get the par now? Out of position. This is not where you want your drive to be.
This is difficult.
Certainly where you don't want your approach to be. Goes high. Wow.
It's got to get through. Oh.
I mean, high says, man, no chance low. And you know that there's a very low ceiling up there. So
Yeah.
that says a lot about what his lie looked like. Big number coming for Calvin more than likely.
Perfect.
Sit down.
Settle.
Okay.
Not an OB rope, spectator rope.
And somebody put that rope down and did not put it back up.
Was it you?
May have been someone in my group. But we were many hours before this.
6 or 7.
Yeah. Simon, get what? Hey, hold on.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, we were right next to each other, bud.
I know. I saw a cart go flying down a hill today. It was cool.
You like that?
Yeah.
Calvin could not play this hole better.
No. It looked like he was throwing from 100 feet. That was so good. That'll do. Probably a little single bogue. Feels worse than that on this hole, though.
Yeah, it certainly does.
Par feels like a bogey.
Isaac!
Oh, no.
Can't buy a bucket.
That was kind of mean.
Yeah,
That
know.
was-
Oh gosh, Calvin still has to work for it.
He's a working man.
It wasn't that far, but I mean, you don't want your bogey putts to be farther than 2 feet.
No.
Simon with the bounce back birdie.
Yeah.
Heimburg 3 over through 4 holes. And now Lonnquist, who started off with double bogeys, under par, the only person on the card under par.
Yeah.
Started 2 back of everyone else.
I think he'll be fine as long as he doesn't pick up anyone else's discs, you know.
All right, Evan Smith up on hole 8, second shot. Big high turnover.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Sing to me, Evan Smith.
Dunked it. That's so good.
You know that he's a trained opera singer, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how he went to school.
That's how he went to school or
Yeah.
why he went to school?
Same thing. Tomato, potato.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah. Man, you're going to be worried about it. You're going to be thinking about that for like 4 holes. Does that make sense?
I think that just to me it doesn't, but birdies make sense to these guys.
Bullseye birdie on
Gannon
this
and
hole is-
Evan are just they are working together.
You can play the hole good and have like a circle's edge putt. They're in the bullseye.
Ricky Wysocki. See if he can keep his accordion round going with the birdie here.
Hope there's a mini down. Parked.
Yeah. Birdie coming for Rick.
I think he's got that one.
Boom. Isaac stays at 10. Calvin gets to 10, but the pace is now 13 and 12, with a ton of players tied at 10.
People are moving.
Hole 5, beautiful downhill par 3, 480, plays probably like 400.
Yeah, definitely shorter.
Just got to throw whatever you can that stays straight. If you are going with a mid-range play, just something that's down that left side that ever so slightly drifts off to the right side and maybe tiny bit of fade at the end. Fairway driver works very well as well.
Yeah. Pull out your straight disc.
This is going to keep moving right unless it gets a kick.
Or some fade. There's OB long.
There is, and that is safe.
It looks safe.
Wow.
I think he's extremely close to the
Yes,
OB, though.
I agree.
The closer you get to the basket, the closer the OB gets.
Simon really forcing the hyzer flip. Gets lucky to get through the initial trees, but then kicks down into the bad place.
Yeah, it's not an easy up and down. Isaac threw this green mid a lot yesterday, and he put it in the circle a lot.
And the slow start is going to continue here.
Yeah.
And he birdied every single one of these holes. It's going to be another par, hopefully, for Isaac.
Don't hit the Guardian.
It always does.
Oh,
it always does. I swear, it doesn't look like it, but it actually takes up 65% of the fairway down there.
Yeah. It's actually 40 feet wide.
It looks like it's just 2 feet wide. You're wrong at home.
That gap looked 2 feet wide, and all of a sudden he's putting.
Wow, Simon. What? Yeah, he really had to contort his body. Yeah. The Ric Flair, woo! That was
He was proud of himself there.
that was a weird contortionist body shape that he had to do to make that disc fly that way. Oh gosh, Isaac's got work. Not an easy par coming. Calvin's actually got a look from out here, deep C2. Oh, good effort.
Very good.
Oh, that is a working man's birdie there. Deserved it.
Yeah.
That tee shot was gorgeous.
Pretty fortunate kick to put him in circle one, honestly.
Isaac
He earned it,
does
though. Yeah.
save the par.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to give Calvin a hard time. I mean, you did say he's decent at the beginning?
Yeah, he's decent.
Yeah.
At most things.
A good par save for Isaac and for Simon. A little cleanup here for Lonnquist.
Yep.
His first par of the round. Who would have thought Isaac would have been so slow off the start?
Yeah. I wonder what his brother did to him.
Evan on 9.
Look how windy it is out there. Oh, everything.
Wow. Oh, man, that thing was an ace run.
I think that was going in.
And stayed in circle one, too. That's nice. Nice little.
Again, just driving it low. Just zero movement on that flight there. Just gorgeous. The counter skip.
Good bounce.
Man, that makes the game look easy. This is a tough hole. It's kind of the hitchy, nervous stab.
Yeah, when he doesn't fall through, it always makes me like jerk. Like, oh. And then smooth butter.
I know, man. That just... The putt barely even gets to the chains. It just sits in there perfect.
Yeah, no chains. I think his putt would just like
It
drop
would
in the cage.
It would be fine. He doesn't need them. And our scores have been all over the place, except for Isaac. He's kind of just grayed out so far. But everyone else, man, it's a little bit of everything so far. Everyone on the card actually with a double bogey thus far through 5 holes, except for Isaac.
For 2-time.
Well, we are down to hole 6, the shortest par 4 on the course. Technical little shot turnover with something maybe somewhat overstable or a roller, maybe even a forehand into position. And from there, it is a straight shot, usually about 300 to 330.
Yeah. I think we'll see some rollers. I know of at least one. Right here.
Yeah, this is roller disc for sure.
Yep.
Oh, man.
It's really good.
Oh, man.
It's really good.
Same tree stupid Simon hit yesterday. Not stupid Simon.
Simon's stupid.
Same stupid
Simon.
tree. Somebody has to cut that tree down. It's preventing eagle looks.
I hate that tree.
Right now, I don't like it. Oh my gosh, that thing was on such a good line.
It was moving too. Oh.
This one is a little bit wider today.
Look out. Oh, and it's
And stupid Simon doesn't hit the stupid tree, so
nice shot, Simon.
a good shot, obviously into position. Really, if you get past this initial gap, boy.
Uh-oh.
Just as long as it kicks left, that's gonna be a tricky scramble for Isaac.
Trying to get to the bottom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Still going to be scrambling down there, though. It's not easy yet. But with the roller play, I mean, all you're trying to do is just get past that initial gap. And Calvin and Simon did it perfectly.
You kind of got to wonder if he checks scores. You know, not all players do.
Isaac?
Yeah.
He hasn't needed to check scores in the last 6 rounds. He has been in first place after the last 6 rounds. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty incredible streak. He's going to have to do some work today to continue that, though. He's falling behind right now.
Butter. He's so good at that shot.
And when you're good at scrambling, that's why the roller is such a good tee shot. It just, you're not going to be in the fairway usually, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like the normal tee shot, you're throwing from like you said, 300 or so. These guys are throwing from 180.
Yeah, 180.
200.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I mean, Calvin probably can't throw a forehand that far with a putter, so it's got to be a little shorter than that. Phew, I got nervous.
Yeah, that
saw
was
that
a-
one tree.
Yep. Very well controlled there for Lonnquist.
Yeah.
And what does Isaac have? It's kind of sticky over here.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably a good place for a forehand, but
Doesn't need it.
doesn't need it.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Were you just saying that he didn't have a double bogey yet and everyone else did?
Yeah, I guess I was. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That's a terrible
He's
roll.
about to take a double bogey.
Nah, he's going to make it. Or not. That's tough.
Very uncharacteristic for him to miss a short putt like that.
Yeah.
But not uncharacteristic to see a disc roll on this hole. Just the slightest bit of stand up, and that's what you're going to see.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the whole card through 6 holes, each player with a single double bogey.
Maybe he was feeling left out.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe this will get him going, though. I think it will. I think it did.
Yeah, I mean,
It's going to get
he
him
is-
fired up. He's ready now.
8 shots back of where he was last round.
That's incredible. Sit, sit, sit.
Gannon means business.
Yeah.
This is his business attire.
Yeah.
A Hawaiian shirt and
get-
shorts.
let's get
That
let's get tropical.
This is how this guy shows up to business meetings.
First
He
thing I
says,
thought of was Jackie Moon, semi-pro. Let's get tropical.
Yeah.
Just,
all right, everyone sit down. I'm here to make birdies.
yeah.
And this is what they're going to look
This
like. They're
is-
going to be zappy.
Yeah.
And they're going to be frequent. Man, 15 under now for Gannon.
Just calm down, dude.
It doesn't know that mode. He does not have a calm down mode.
No.
He has a all throttle engaged mode. Wow, slow start for our card. Even with 2 birdies there from Calvin and Simon, I'm still just feeling a little slow energy coming from our lead card today.
Hole 7, par 4, 667 feet. They have added OB on both sides. Used to, you could see guys kind of blast a driver, try to end up further down the fairway, have a shorter approach. You cannot go left or right. You have to throw it straight. Pretty common play is probably fairway driver top of the hill, and then probably putter mid to the basket. Just got to throw it straight and then throw it straight again. Probably medium stability eagle.
Gosh, that's good.
Yeah, it's decent.
Just so good from there.
Yeah, I know Calvin in years past would sometimes get to this hole and just send the driver. Just probably to out of boredom. but
Doesn't make any sense anymore.
No. Ooh, this needs a swing. Oh, yeah.
Wow. So good.
Perfect.
So good. Simon just even par for the day. A wider approach for Calvin Needs to work its way back.
Be nice.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
And all the way at the top of the hill.
He'll take. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He knew.
Okay, what are we going to see here from Isaac? How does he bounce back? Man, just flashback to hole 10 yesterday, man.
Yeah.
Walking off the green, good drive here. He's 10 under through 10.
Yeah.
And you tell me that in 1 day's time, after hole 7, he'd be 8 under for the tournament. I just would not know what to say.
I'd call you a liar.
Yeah, I would call you a liar to your face.
This is a little left.
But it's flat. It's going to sit fine.
Yeah.
Good shot.
It's good. He probably wanted it a little more direct, but it was a slow disc, probably putter.
And Simon's going to flirt with that right side, which can be disastrous. That corner hangs out just inside the OB line. So if you hit, usually you're getting brought back into the out of bounds area. So
Yeah.
good shot for Simon, though, to avoid all of that. That was just gorgeous from Calvin. Tiniest little bit of flip up right at the pin.
Yeah, he's kind of turning into a putter guy.
I think he's always wanted to be that guy, and now he is that guy.
I think so.
What a drive for Isaac, man. Just the simplest little hyzer approach.
Just needed to take a double bogey to get his first birdie.
Man, it's wild. It's taken this long. Very nice.
Good putt. Firm.
I've noticed an improvement in Calvin's putt from the very beginning of the year. I played with him earlier this year. I didn't know who he was that much yet. Mm-hmm. And I'd heard some talk about him. I'd seen some videos of him throwing. I'm like, man, this guy's got a lot of power. And his putt was just a little bit rough. And lately, it's cleaning up. And it's the reason why he's been featured on Jomez several times so far this season.
Looks confident.
There's a lot of players out there that could throw the disc far and can throw it accurate. Got to be able to do all the things. Got to send it home when it counts.
Got to put the pizza in the oven. Good hole by our card. There it is.
That's the SAR frame we've been looking to see, man. Okay, up to hole 9 with Ricky.
Let's go, Richard. That's so straight. It never moved.
Oh my gosh.
What is
that is very
That was
pretty.
unbelievable.
Somebody the other day said Ricky Ice Hockey. And I was like, how have I never heard of ice hockey for Ricky as a nickname before?
I like it.
That's another pro move. Just point to somebody that's not
Dude.
actually there. It looks so
Dude.
good on camera.
And it's the best one, like they're not even clapping, but you point at them, and then they clap for you.
Luke.
Look at him.
Look at this guy, man. He is having himself one heck of a summer.
If he's step putting, I'm just assuming it's going to go in.
That release, man. Trusting the hyzer to move up to the right, center, flat. Perfect. The pace is in the mid-teens. Got to keep up.
Yep.
Hole 8, important tee shot. Out of bounds from the tee. Gets in bounds right here underneath that big branch. Got to stay under the branch and move left. As far left as you can. I don't think I've ever seen someone go too far left out of bounds. So try to do it. You're not gonna. If you get far enough left, you're gonna have a straight approach up at this basket, but no one ever really seems to do that. It's usually a turnover approach or a big forehand.
Yeah, it's crazy the hole is only 500 feet.
Oh, is this actually shorter? Yeah, this is the shortest par 4. Excuse me, I said hole 6 was. It's actually hole 8.
This is getting left. And no skip. Still going to play, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you can get it left near the OB, the hole plays like 550. And if you're in the middle of the fairway behind that tree, it plays like 750. It's crazy.
Yeah, this one is shorter than 6, but it certainly plays a lot farther going uphill the whole way. The second shot can feel like your 200-foot approach can feel like a full distance driver.
Yeah.
That's a really nice shot from Calvin.
Oh my
Nose
goodness.
up, underneath. That was perfect.
That's insane. he'll probably be able to see the bucket from there.
That's a huge advantage if that's true. Isaac, a little bit more of a direct route. He's so good with his angles that I think for him, just getting out the gap is fine.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
It's one of the best in the world at that shot shape.
This guy's pretty good at it too.
Over the top.
Yep. Pretty good.
Yeah.
He's back. He's back.
So what's the opposite of being washed? Is he dirty? Like, how do you say?
He's so clean.
Yeah. I don't think you want to say he's clean.
No.
Because then he's washed.
Yeah, but it just sounds better.
Yeah, okay, but I don't know. Okay.
Dude, he's filthy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
He's back to being filthy.
He's filthy.
And Calvin's just, he's been gross since 2017.
Yeah. Ugh.
He has not taken a shower since 2016, and that's a fact.
We would never say anything that's not true on here.
We would never mislead our audience.
Yeah, never.
Calvin in for the birdie.
Ooh.
Calvin in for the birdie. And
Yes.
Calvin in for the birdie.
Yes. And one more time. Don't mess this up, Calvin.
And Calvin in for the birdie.
Nice.
Back-to-back star frames.
That's more like it.
Let's go. Okay, we can build off this
Dude,
card.
This is lead card, baby.
Yes, it is.
I think you're right. I think Simon's the best in the world at that shot. Little left to right, nose up turnover.
Mm-hmm. Getting back on that leaderboard. Such a fun hole 9 is. A little bit of a headwind.
Oh, yeah.
Tough when you get that headwind. You really want to push the disc out that right side and have it just slowly work its way back to the left, but you got those branches out there, and that headwind's going to keep that disc out there to the right just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
If you can throw that nice direct straight shot, what we saw with Ricky and what we saw with Gannon, that's the play on this hole. Got to be low, got to be driven. Got to be low, got to be driven, and it
got pushed
was
a little,
but just got moved over. I was convinced he did it. And this is going to be
left.
moving left.
Oh, yeah.
How far? Oh, very far.
Oh, God, the people.
I will tell you, that's not going to be an easy approach unless he has found a different spot than. But that looks very close to where I was, and it was a forehand roller from over there.
Oh, my goodness. Is this going to work? Get some tree love?
Is it? It's going to be dicey.
No, he's out. I mean, he caught it. Yeah, sorry. Keep holding.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Is it going to get down in time? Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to look for birdie.
He's back. So gross.
Okay, so just a pretty wide open look.
You threw a roller from here?
It was the only shot. It was the only shot. Skill shot, baby. 2025 champion coming up.
Dude, let's go. Going down, Chris. I think Dickerson's won like 4 out of the last 5.
That is not true. Last year, Charlie Goodpasture won. And this year, man, I forget who won, but it was like one of the best scores ever. And if you've never been to World Championships, this means nothing to you.
Nope. They're like, what is
It's a fun little side game that the World
Yeah.
Championships has. Okay, Isaac for the birdie sends it in. Okay, under par for the front 9.
Gross.
Took a long time to get there,
Yeah.
and he's filthy, folks.
Ugh. Stinky.
We're not trying to be mean.
No, we're hyping him up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be pars for the card. Isaac's going to get one. He's going to have the box going into the back 9. Good front for Calvin after the double bogey start.
Yeah.
3 under. Showed some good stuff there.
Yeah, slow start for the group, but they're picking it up.
And we are on hole 13 with Gannon. Downhill forehand. Oh my goodness. That
can't-
just aired it.
You can't see where that went, but it's right beside the basket.
Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh.
I think I've seen one bullseye ever, and it was actually Calvin Heimburg who had this crazy counter skip.
Yeah, I remember that.
But that was aired perfectly. Ricky on 11. Oh, draws early
Still
branch.
going.
That's going to come up back edge of C2. Let's call it 60 feet.
I call that Ricky range.
Let's call it prehistoric because Raptors are
Oh
coming
my
out.
gosh, there he is.
Yeah.
Mr. Ice Hockey. That's so funny.
I know. I don't know how that's escaped me for
Dude,
the
you hate that you didn't come up with
16
it.
years that I've known him.
Known him longer than anyone. You couldn't come up with that.
Oh man. But anyways, we got Gannon Burr through 13. He's at 16 under, 2 shots over a couple. And then, man, our lead card is down there. Calvin Lonnquist
going off today.
Yeah, some good rounds today in this heavy wind. These scores that are getting up there, man, that is impressive fighting through the winds with these different shot shapes, uphill, downhill, yeah, headwind, tailwind, forehand, backhand. There's a lot of different shots that this course throws your way. People going under par today is saying a lot. These guys are out here fighting right now.
Yeah, it's extremely impressive. I did not expect scores to be this low.
Yeah, I mean, round 1, perfect scoring conditions, but today this breeze has been pretty consistent, pretty steady, and it's been swirly too, so you don't really know what you're going to get from player to player.
For sure.
All right, well, we have got 27 holes in the books here at the 2024 D-Glow. Come back for the round 2 back 9 coverage. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. See you in a bit.